Hi, Bella.
Hello.
So, I think it's cool to start doing videos of our kids being able to explain to other kiddos what God is showing them. And so, Bells, what is God showing you today?
So today, me and my mom and my whole family I've mostly been working on being helpful or hurtful, and I wouldn't say I'd be punished for what I'm doing. I would say it's a consequence because my mother loves me and she wants the best for me.
So we started doing, no, you're good. So we started doing this thing. So parents, if you have a kiddo out there that's constantly saying hurtful things to their siblings, there's some type of lie they've come into agreement with there. So there's something they're believing, right? And so the Lord put it on my heart to go through helpful versus hurtful. If you're helpful, that's awesome. We need to be helpful with our siblings. We need to be loving with our siblings. If we're hurtful with our siblings, we need to have a consequence. If it's having to read the Bible, if it's praying, if it's spending time with them. Whenever my kiddos do something mean to one of their siblings, I enforce sharing, helping them with chores, spending more time with them, or sitting down and just identifying, why are you so upset with your sibling? Like, what's actually going on in your heart that's upsetting you so much? Is jealousy coming in? I know when it comes to siblings, that's the one thing the enemy is trying to have happen to our children is jealousy. And we don't want our children to be jealous of each other because we're a family. We all have something to bring to this world and to each of our families that's different from each other. So in saying all that, Bells, what is God showing you?
So he was showing me that I'm on my iPad, I argue with him. So I was in the bathroom because I had to take a shower, and I was arguing with him about, he said, you're on your iPad too much and you need to focus on helpful or hurtful, and you've been very hurtful. And, you need to start fasting from what is making you hurt. And he told me my iPad. And so I might fast.
So what else makes you hurtful? What have we talked about?
Jealousy, because I get jealous because Elijah gets to do whatever he wants. I feel like he gets to. And that's not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true, and it's...
So what happens? So if we believe a lie that the enemy is feeding us and we come into agreement with it, we start reacting based on that lie.
Yep.
So jealousy is, and also comparison, right? The enemy wants siblings to compare themselves to each other because then he tries to get in their ear about, look at what that person's doing. Wow, look at your brother. See, he has this and you don't. Or look at your sister. She has this and you don't. And all of that is a tactic just to get you to become bitter and not focused on becoming who you're supposed to be because you're too busy comparing yourself to somebody else, right?
Right, that's super true. How did you know that? Oh my gosh.
It's my job too. I teach this for a living.
Literally.
So I want you to encourage some kiddos out there. If you are a kiddo watching this with your mom right now or your dad, and you struggle with jealousy, you struggle with fighting with your siblings, what is something you could encourage them with?
Or if you're watching it by yourself.
That's true. Very true. In this world, very true.
So, you can try to back up and, grab a book that you can write in and see if you can, try to see if there's, signals in your head.
So release for peace.
Yeah, and also...
Or brain dump. Anything inside you.
Yes, brain dump is a good one.
What does that mean?
Write down everything that's on your heart that you don't feel comfortable sharing with anybody.
That's
this
good.
Very second. And just release it all. And once you feel comfortable, God already knows that when you're going to tell him and what you're going to tell him.
He already
how
knows.
You're going to tell him.
That's very true.
So once you feel comfortable enough to tell somebody, I would suggest telling God first because he knows how to solve it. And also focusing on yourself. Because let's say I'm downstairs, my pajamas are still on, which they're very comfortable, and sometimes I like being lazy, and
At least you're being honest.
and
Honesty
I come
is the best
downstairs
policy.
and I'm like, well, Elijah or Elizabeth or one of my siblings has their pajamas on, and I'm not focusing on myself, and it's like, so it's like when you are, so you'll say, well, they don't have their pajamas on, and you're telling on them, but you need to focus on yourself, because you need to check yourself, because you have your pajamas on, your hair is not done, your teeth aren't brushed, your hygiene's not done.
But you're focused on what they're doing wrong.
Yes, that's exactly.
So what does that do? Does that help you?
No, that doesn't at all.
So focusing on somebody else, one of your siblings, and what they're doing wrong, is that helpful or hurtful?
That's very hurtful.
Yeah.
And trying to get them in trouble when
Yeah.
you are like irritated at them because, let's say, they did something that made you upset, and it was like like me, sometimes I just get angry at the smallest things. Like, he will accidentally slam the door on my foot, and I will, oh my gosh. And I have to learn to control my emotions.
Yes. So what is God teaching you through that? We have to learn how to control our emotions, or
And
our
forgive.
emotions will what?
Our emotions will control ourselves. And we watched a sermon. It was actually kind of funny because she did this thing where she was like, Avengers Assemble, and it was funny. And
Yeah.
also,
You said forgiveness. Something about forgiveness.
So you can also forgive and also forget. Like, you can forget what happened, and if they say sorry a million times, you can also say, I forgive you. And
What if they don't say sorry? What are you supposed to still do?
let it go. Just let it go.
And forgive. Why?
And lay it down at the cross. Lay it
Good. Yes.
Honestly. And I'm probably going to get into journaling with God a lot more, because, like, I've been talking to him a lot. Like, I talk to him during school, during lunch. Like,
We're
sometimes
supposed to, right?
I'll just sit in the grass and I'll talk. But sometimes something will, like a spider will just sit there and it'll start crawling up to me to stop me from talking to God. And
Distractions
so
come.
weird.
Wow, that's really good, Bells.
Yeah.
So the next time we do a video, we're going to talk about how distractions will try to come at you to try to prevent you from spending time with God.
Yeah.
I agree. All right.
Bye.